The things that mathematicians have considered numbers and have considered part of arithmetic and mathematics has kind of changed and expanded over the centuries, and an interesting example is the integers, so negative numbers. So integers and negative numbers, before they were considered really part of kind of a standard mathematical knowledge, they were accepted in accounting. So the first people who used negative numbers used them to represent money. Used them to represent the amount of money or net worth that a person or a company or a business has. So I'm going to make up some small number examples, but we'll just say, all right, let's pretend that I have some credits. And now my credits can come in different flavors, right? So I've got some money in the bank, and I have some money on a gift card, and I have some cash in my pocket. All right, so there's my credits. And then I also have some debts. So I have some, if I'm going to look at how much money I have, how much net money, net worth I have, I also have to look at my debts. So let's see. Maybe I've got a credit card that I have not been very good at paying off every month. Ooh, maybe I even have more credit card debt than I have in the bank right now. That happens. And then what else should I put down? I owe, let's say that I owe for my cell phone bill. I haven't paid my cell phone bill yet this month. And let's say that I owe my friend some money for buying lunch yesterday. All right, so there I have some credits and some debts. And in order to look at how much I have total, I have to take into account both the credits and the debts. And I can change the amount of money that I have, the amount of funds that I am, my net worth. I can change that by changing the credits or by changing the debts. So I can get maybe I get a paycheck, or maybe I'm going to say my sister gives me some money for my birthday. There we go. I'm going to get some money from my sister for my birthday. So there I've got some more money that's a credit. Or I can go out and buy something. And I can use up that cash that I had because I went out and bought something. And I can get more debts, or I can get rid of debts. So let's say that, what was this? This was my credit card. This was my cell phone bill. So maybe I pay my cell phone bill. Oh, let's do it this way. My brother, for my birthday, decided to pay off my cell phone bill this month. Okay. All right. So I can get rid of debts. And I can acquire more debts. And I can get rid of credits, and I can acquire more credits. And sometimes we can think of this as, I'm going to cross that out. I used to have $30 in my pocket, and now I spent it. Now I lost it. Now I gave it away. And so I don't have that anymore. Or I can say, you know what? I had that $30 in my pocket, and I spent it. And then that has the same effect as crossing it off out of the credit list. I can say, okay, these are going to balance out. And the way that we record these, different at different times, we've had different ways of recording these credits and debts to keep everything neat and organized, because organized is in a way that is going to make sense and make it useful for the person using that organization. But all of these represent things that can happen with money. And so this is one of our ways of thinking about what it means to be a positive or a negative amount. And you can think of adding some amount to a credit. So adding a positive number. I can think of taking away a positive amount. I can think of adding a negative number. So I'm adding a debt, I'm gaining a debt, or taking away a negative number. So that means I'm getting rid of that debt, whether, it balanced out with some of my credits here and I paid it off, or somebody else paid it off, or the loan was forgiven somehow. But these are all different things that can happen with money and with debts. And so these are ways of using and approaching negative numbers. And our rules for negative numbers kind of grow out of having this be a useful application of negative numbers. We need our negative numbers to make sense and give us the right things when we are working with credits and debts.